Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Suzette. I'm also Fraction Queen on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. So on YouTube, I like to share my experiences and knowledge on different types of topics. I also like to play games. Yeah, so today I thought I'd go live, see who's out there. You can ask me anything you want. Maybe you've seen some of my videos, maybe you haven't. Yeah, maybe you're equally as bored as I was a couple of minutes ago. Talk to me. Have you got any questions? What are you up to tonight? What's happening in your life? Or we can talk about me if you want to. Yeah, so I just recently had a birthday. I just feel like I'm getting a bit older, which isn't a great feeling, but you know, growing older is part of life. And yeah, and also I recently lost a friend. He was in a car crash, and I found it quite sad. And that's also put my whole life into perspective for me, because I sort of looked at his life and everything he'd achieved in that short period of time. And it's got me a bit more like riled up to plan something to do, to get involved in something, to achieve more than I have been, because I'm not really operating to my full capacity. I feel like I could achieve more as a person. What about you? Are you feeling getting older? Are you still feeling young? Tell me about yourself. Yeah, so don't be scared. Ask me any questions. I'm happy to answer them. Yeah. So yeah, what really upset me about my friend passing away is the fact that he was such a hard worker. So everything he did from the moment he woke up till he went to bed was like hard physical labor. And he had quite a big family that, you know, he's left behind. That's quite sad as well. He's actually got 4 kids. One of them is just over 1 years old, and he's actually also got a partner who is pregnant at the moment. Unfortunately, she's also found out that he's got someone else pregnant. So that sort of means he's got 6 kids that, well, potentially 6 kids that he's left behind. And yeah, I'm not sure what I can do to sort of help his partner bring up the kids, but that's something I'll have to consider. But yeah, one thing I really want to do is sort of invest into people, and hopefully I can help invest into his kids and help them, you know, get a better life than they're sort of set to at this point, because he wasn't very financially stable, and nor is his partner. Yeah, so enough about my friend though. How are you doing? Is anyone out there? Let me know. Okay, so a bit more about me. I am a Ghanaian. That means I'm from Ghana in West Africa. You may have heard of Ghana recently because there's been a lot of, how do I say this, like media attention on Ghana in regards to the year of return. And that essentially means just Americans, Black Americans, returning to Africa. You know, since slavery, a lot of African descendants haven't been back to Africa, um, and they don't know much about it. Um, Now, Ghana was quite a big part of slavery in terms of, there were a lot of Ghanaians who were enslaved back in the day because we were colonized by the British. And a lot of Black people were taken to Jamaica, then America. And right now, we're encouraging Black Americans to go back to Africa, see what it has to offer, get in touch with their roots. And that's all happening under this umbrella term of Year of Return. Um, who are you? Where are you from? Tell me a little bit about yourself. Are you, I don't know if you're Ghanaian, you're watching me out there, but let me know a bit about where you're from and your history and stuff. Um, last year in particular, there was a lot of high profile Black Americans went back to Ghana. So people like Boris Kujo, he's actually got a Ghanaian father. So he's been going back there to Ghana. You also had people like Beyonce, you had people like Jay-Z, who else? Like basically anyone you can think of, really. Um, uh, there was concerts going on. It's like a big event. And yeah, they've all loved it. They've all given good feedback, and a lot of people will be going back to Ghana. Um, I'd recommend going to Ghana. I find that people in Ghana are very hospitable and they're very welcoming. So if that's something you're interested in learning about, I'd encourage you to take a trip to Ghana as a gateway to Africa. It's a very inviting country, and you'll learn a lot by going to Ghana. So they've all been back. I've actually got a trip coming up to go to Ghana soon, so that's exciting. Not too long to go for that. Have you got any trips coming up? Is anyone out there? Let me know, say something. Okay. Yeah, so that's a little bit about me. One thing that I've also been trying to do, I've been researching a lot, is getting into business. So I've got a lot of ideas at the moment, just thinking about how to sort of get the ball rolling. And well, I have had two businesses in the past, and it's always nice to have an idea and see it grow into something physical. So that's something that I'll be exploring more and more. So I'll be telling you a bit more about that if that's something you'd like to hear about. Let me know if you'd like to know about that as well. I'm happy to talk about that. Okay, lovely. So, as part of creating businesses, I would also like to invest in other people, essentially in places like Ghana, where I'm from. There isn't a lot of job opportunities, even for people who've studied to a certain level, like university. They don't necessarily find a good job after they've completed. So one thing that I want to do is possibly create work for a lot of people so that they can look after themselves and their families and things like that. I know quite a bit about visa processes in terms of getting a spouse visa for a spouse if you're a UK citizen. So that's something you can ask me about if you'd like to know anything about that. Just drop me any questions in the comments. Just say hello. Don't forget to subscribe and tell me a bit about yourself, because I'd like to know who you are. Whoever you are, let me know. And also, if you can't hear me, that would be a bit of a shame because I've been talking for a bit now. Yeah. I'll let you go. Have a good evening. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you for joining me. Please tune again next time, and hopefully interact and say something back. That would be nice too. All right. Take care. Peace out.